Yeah, I guess. We're not really doing a whole lot, so I'm just
Yeah,
ready for stuff to get back to like routine, like kids back in school and just back to it.
right, right. Well, I think the biggest thing that I want to talk about is our goals for 2025, is because of it's something that I am so excited for and is trying to help everybody to create a vision for like what is going to be for next year. And I know that we've already talked about this and each one of us has sat down and tried to have our little plans. But it's not just about setting the goals because if everybody can set goals and say, yeah, this is what I want to do, but it's about setting our priorities and making sure that we're taking action on what we're setting. So go ahead and grab a notebook or a pen or something like that if you want, and we're going to go ahead and dive in. But what we're going to start with today is that what are your three priorities for 2025? I mean, these priorities can be anything from your business, your family, a vacation, your dream vacation, or, your health, well being, anything like that. Like, what is your three priorities for 2025? And go ahead and write those down or put that in the comments. But just really take a moment and kind of think about that. Um, what are your three top priorities for 2025? And you can share them if you're comfortable.
I think so. My number one, I think, is going to be to create healthy habits. Um, that's gonna be my number one. And then my second one, I think it's kind of gonna go along with that, but to build my confidence. So I think that's gonna come from number one, LDP. And it's also gonna come from, like Catherine said, really think that confidence comes from knowledge. And so I really want to like focus on taking some classes and just like learning a lot more about real estate because I think the more I learn, like I think that's my whole thing around listings is why I'm not confident is because I don't know a lot about them. I'm not confident doing my CMAs. I'm not, like pricing any of that. So that's going to be my second one. And then the third one is just like an overall goal. I hope to double what I did in 2024.
You can do it because if you hit your goals this year, I'm so proud of you. I thought that was awesome. So now, whenever you kind of identify what your priorities are, you kind of create, to me, clarity. Then you kind of know, as long as that these are priorities, act as your compass throughout this whole year. Because if they kind of help you guide with your decisions, your actions, your mindset. So now let's bring it all back to real estate. Think about how your personal priorities will impact your business. For example, if your family is a priority, how will you be able to balance that with your business goals? And then if your business growth is a priority, what steps are you going to take to achieve that? So making sure that you're putting that action into place. Now, here's a question for you. When are you the happiest with your business?
Probably when I have stuff going on. Like I was talking to Matt today and I'm like, I want to quit real estate and I'm just in a funk and I don't want to do this anymore. And he said, okay, but do you want to quit or are you wanting to not do it because you don't have anything in the pipeline? And I'm like, yeah, that's it. I feel like I even saw this TikTok of this real estate lady that she was like, real estate is so hard because even if like we have closings and everything's great around the holidays and we don't feel like we can take time off, we always feel like I need to be doing something. I need to be like lead generating. I need to be posting on social media. I need to be recording. Like I need to be doing something. And it's hard to take a break. So I think when I'm slow and forced to kind of slow down, that's when it gets difficult for me.
Yes, a thousand, 100 million%. Because of the truth is that we are, the happiest with our business whenever we're actively working our business, whenever we are connecting with people and seeing results, so ask yourself, um, how will you see yourself working your business in 2025? Do you have the right mindset to make it happen? Are your goals kind of personal and meaningful that will help you want to push towards that goal? Um, but I think that it's a answer for all of that of how you're going to reach your goals in 2025 is to make a plan. It's, to write it down, break your goals into actionable steps. So it's like, okay, I want to double my numbers. Well, how are you going to double those numbers? What are you going to do? How is it going to be done? Do you have your plan set in place? Do you have everything to where it can just be pushed out? As simple and as easy as possible. Look over your plan daily. Your goals should always be in front of you on your desk, your mirror, or even, on your phone as a background. Um, and then adjust your plan necessary. So you have to be flexible with your plan. If you are doubling your numbers by mid-year, or you're on track by mid-year to double your numbers already, increase it, be flexible. Or if, we've had a family emergency or something's happened and we may not hit those goals, adjust it. You can always make adjustments as well to your plan, but it's truly about looking at it and going over it every single day. And then ask yourself, are you planning for success? Are you creating that plan that is going to be able to push for success? And then are you revisiting that plan daily? Because if you should be looking at your plan every single day. Okay, today's Monday. What do I have to do to know my plan? If I'm going to be on track by Tuesday, by Friday. If I have to sell 5 houses every week, I need to, by Monday, where am I at? Do I have my leads? Do I know how many houses or how many people I have to meet with? In order to get to that point, make sure that we're hitting and setting our goals. Let's see. Kind of, let's take a visual. Draw 2 circles. And let's see, let's put passive in one circle and then put abundance in the other circle. So let's talk about being passive in real estate, and then let's talk about being abundant and how being passive in real estate, how can that affect your business? Because if you are being passive, you're putting other priorities or distractions ahead of your real estate goals. It's whenever you're not doing the necessary work, you're avoiding lead generation, you're failing to follow up with clients, or neglecting any of your daily tasks just because of it's easy. My kids stayed at home today, so I'm going to not do anything today with real estate. Or it's summer, I don't need to work as hard because of the kids are at home. Whatever, and all that's just being passive. You are passing it off. You're not putting in the work in order to have that successful plan, which it always happens. I mean, I'm not judging, but it affects your business whenever you do. How does this affect your business? When you're being passive, your real estate is not going to grow. Your opportunities are going to be missed, and the momentum kind of slows us down whenever we're being passive. What are some ways that you might be passive in your real estate business, and how can you avoid those habits in 2025, Heidi?
I think a couple things for me is procrastination. Like, I'll make a list and I know that these are the things that I want to get done and I don't really do them. I mean, at the time, like, I had a huge list at the beginning of December that I wanted to get done, and I really wish I would have just done it the first week. I ended up getting them done. Like a couple of my things were fix my Instagram, get my YouTube up and going. So I finally did the things that I wanted to do at the beginning of December, but it took me the entire month to get them done. I think part of that also being passive is I feel guilty. So like when my family's home, I feel guilty working. So like Nathan was home most of last week and I took an entire day and just went and videoed like 6 houses. So I would have content to share over the holidays. And I felt so guilty for that day. And it was the dumbest thing because I'm like, he's home with the kids and everybody's fine. Everybody's taken care of. The kids are just hanging out. He's hanging out. He's glad he's not at work. Like everything's fine. But I felt guilty that I was not there hanging out with them, even though it's fine. Like I could hang out with them over Christmas. So I think those are a couple things that are passive for me.
Oh, 1,000%. I totally get that. And where you just feel like you get in this funk, like, I want to be at home. I want to do this. Um, but I feel like whenever we're being that passive, that we are pushing off our work. And so now I want to focus on abundance, because to me, this is where whenever you have abundance is whenever your business is thriving, you're taking massive action. It's about showing up every day and putting in that effort, consistent lead generation, nurturing those relationships that you have already built with people, and then staying committed to your goals. I think that's one of my biggest topics today is just being committed to what your goals are. Abundance means actively creating opportunities rather than waiting for them to come to you, because I feel like that is a big thing in real estate is a lot of people wait until a lead comes to them instead of going and working and getting the lead. I think that has a lot to do with real estate agents who are successful, is that they go work for it. They go get it. They just don't wait for it to come to them. What actions do you feel like you could take this year in order to embrace an abundance mindset versus a passive mindset to grow your real estate business?
I think what I'm gonna do is I bought a new planner, so I'm just going to create daily habits every morning, something that I do, like whether it's get up before the kids, write my goals down or write down affirmations or whatever it is that I set as my daily routine. I'm gonna create that and then I'm just gonna, even on the days that I don't feel like it, I'm really just gonna live by the quote that's like, don't stay motivated, stay disciplined, because I really don't think that motivation even exists. Like, you're not gonna be motivated every single day. You have to make yourself do it. And I feel like when people are like, I'm motivated or you're motivated, I don't think they are all the time. That discipline is kind of just making them seem like they are. So I think a big thing is just disciplining myself and doing it when I don't want to do it or when I don't feel good.
Yeah, consistency. Because of it's okay to have those moments where, you feel like your life kind of takes over, but staying that too passive will hinder your success. Shifting into this abundant mindset means prioritizing your business where you're focusing on your goals and then you're taking that consistent action to achieve them. So Monday, I'm going to do this. Tuesday, I'm going to do this. Wednesday, I'm going to do this. Thursday, I'm going to do this. Friday, I'm going to do this. Saturday is I'm going to do this. It could be half family day, half showing day. Sunday, I'm going to do this and it's just going to be a family day, but I'm consistent. Everything that I do is consistent across the board. It's having that consistency, because of let's reflect. Where do you see yourself falling falling on the spectrum of passive versus abundance? How can you move closer to abundance in 2025? I think that's one of our biggest shifts this year, or for me, is how am I going to be abundant this year? How am I going to have abundance, and how am I going to work my business and not have my business work me? Because here's the hard truth. If you're not focusing on your daily goals, I feel like it's as if you haven't even set them. You know, if you, to me, have gone 48 hours, it only takes 48 hours to lose track of your goals. If you have not looked over your goals every 48 hours and you have went without thinking about your goals, they're already slipping away from you. So try and make sure that daily you're looking at your goals. So you have it set on your phone or this or on your computer screen that you're going to pull up every morning, or heck, put it on your mirror in your bathroom. But it's focusing. How many, I should say, do you focus on your daily goals every day? Do you look at it? Be honest.
No.
And if you're not, it's okay. But now's the time to change that, because of here's what I want you to do. I want you to write your goals down. Keep them in front of you on your desk, on your computer, in your planner, on your notes, on your phone, everywhere that you can possibly think, have them written down. Go over them daily, reflect, adjust, and just stay committed to those goals. But here's something to think of. And I like this thing of focus. Follow one course until successful. So write out a clear plan, break down your goals into actionable steps, and then put yourself out there. Talk to everyone, talk to your sphere, talk to your new leads, strangers, coffee shops, talk to anybody, everybody that you can possibly think of, talk to them. Because if you want to put yourself out there, and then stay consistent. Success doesn't come from like a one-time effort. To me, it's about showing up daily. Every single day to do your business is what's going to make it successful. So let me ask you, what do you want your business and your life to look like by the end of 2025?
I am hoping, so Briella starts school full time in August, so I'm super excited about that. So I'm hoping I can get into a routine of when she starts school, they are all in school and I get my work done that I need during the week, so that when I go get them at 3:30, 4 o'clock, I can shut it off and be present with them at nighttime and not feel so guilty like when I do open houses on the weekends or that kind of stuff. So I'm hoping to kind of stay consistent all year, but really get into the process before August of working my business 40, 35 hours a week while they're in school, and then taking time with them when they're out of school.
Yes. And just start thinking of what steps you're going to take to make that vision happen. Like, you want to make that vision a reality. So what steps are you going to take in order to get there? So whatever you are wanting your 2025 to look like, how many ever houses, how many ever, how you want your family life to look, how you want that, go back and start making the steps and making that plan, and having that plan where you can put that small action and you can make it to the next step to make it one step closer to your goals. So write it down, share it, write it in on the Facebook page, whatever it is, put it on Facebook yourself. Like, I loved how you did that little reel where you were writing down all of the stuff. I loved that. I thought that was super cute. But just remember that your goals have to be personal to you. They need to be yours. They need to align with what, your priorities are, and they need to be part of your daily focus. So making sure that whether it's building a passive income, or if you are creating an abundant business, or if you to where you're trying to stay away from, I should say, stay away from the passiveness in real estate and be more abundant with real estate. I think, as long as you're on that mindset that you are creating and having a clear vision to what it takes to consistently get to that best action that you can. I think that that's all that I really have. I don't have too much more, but I really want everybody to make 2025 their best year yet, and just really write out your plan. Make sure that you have your plans in place for 2025. Anything else?
Nope, I think that's it.
All right. Well, only 20 minutes, not bad. Um, but I just wanted to get on here and say hi to everybody and wish everybody a happy new year and enjoy and just make your plan for 2025 and focus on it. And let's hold each other accountable for 2025. Sound good?
Okay, thank
All
you.
right. Thanks, girl. Bye.